Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. If you're brand new, welcome for the first time. Today, I'm just going to do a day in the life kind of thing. So I'm starting with the morning. It is actually 10. I got up at 5 and I tried to take a little bit of a nap on the couch, and I just kept thinking I needed to do stuff. So here's my meal thing that I make every week, and I'm going to drop off the schedule here and do zuppa toscana today. We've got another dark, rainy, although they say it'll clear up later, day. And so it's a good day to have zuppa toscana and Texas toast with that. It was requested that I chop my kale in smaller bits. So I'm going to work on that today. Everybody's a critic, especially kids. All right, so I've got my cold brew here. I've already had some water, and I like Stoke, and it's empty. I just left it out because it's empty. I put the oat milk away, and I like, let me see. Here's the creamer I like in mine, and it's Califia Farms, and it's oat milk barista blend. So that part's important because it's very creamy if it's barista blend, and if it's not, to me it's a little bit too watery to consider a creamer in my coffee. So here are the players this morning. I got my Osteo Biflex, magnesium, B12, and D3. Yum. So I've got 4 gummies in the mix and 2 that are not. This Osteo Biflex is that big one. But it, when you have arthritis and you have lupus and all the old lady stuff, you're happy to take what you have to take. Okay, so I never do this, but I thought I'd keep on track better if I did. So I got a daily planner here. So I need to do my supplement. Here, let me just, hold on. I've got to cross off some things that I did already. All right, so it's not that much. So far, I have hydrated and caffeinated. And I did half the plants indoors and all of the plants outdoors, which wasn't that hard. I only had to do the porch stuff because they don't get rained on under the eaves on top. They don't get rained on up there, those purple ones, but the garden, of course, does. And that appears to be it. I've got things out. I'll show you that. So my top priorities today are going to be to bathe my little girl poodle, toy poodle, to wash the bedding in the house, all the bedding, and then to make dinner and dessert, of course. And then I've got chores that I'd like to take care of. I'd like to get them all done, at least the little things. If I don't get through to vacuum the whole house, I'll be disappointed, but I think I will get it done. So today is 6:10. I don't do this water thing. It takes more time to do it than to drink it. And then my move to another day will be to run off with a rock band. Yeah, I'm grateful today for flowers, caffeine. Isn't there an E on the end of caffeine? I'm pretty sure there is. Oh, well. For hummingbirds and for family. And so I need to start clearing all of this stuff off. I got a load of laundry to fold, and I've got a load in the washing machine, and I don't think in the dryer. Oh, let me show you what I've got going on. Well, here's what I've got going for zuppa toscana. A lot of people prefer to use the hot sausage, but I'm just going to use Italian style regular sausage. I'm sure it's got enough seasoning in it that'll be fine. This is what I have. And then I'm using, it calls for a little bit of bacon, and I'm just going to chop this, like mince up this bacon for that. It's what I had left over from, I don't know what I did last with it, BLTs maybe, and I had put it in the freezer for this occasion. And then I've got 3 cans of just bargain brand, great value chicken broth. I think it's under $1 a can. And minced garlic. What else? Potatoes, which I won't leave this big. I will probably quarter them. And then this is the kale that I've been instructed to chop small. So, of course, I need to wash all the potatoes and that I'm going to use, and the kale, all of that. And then you top it off with some heavy whipping cream when it's done, and some yummy bacon bits. Okay, I think that's it for my dinner. Let me show you what I got going on for a yummy treat today. We are having a peach cobbler dump cake today. So I've got this, one of my favorite vintage dishes, and it's not the size of a whole, you know, like a 9 by 13. It's probably an 8 by 8 or something like that. I don't know what it is, but I'm not going to use the whole cake mix. I'm probably going to only use half of it. So what I like to do is put the peaches on the bottom. Whether I use all of them or one of them, I don't know yet. See, I'm trying to cut down on the amount of desserts because I don't think it'll get eaten. If Dad were going to be home for dinner, it would get eaten, but he's not going to be home for dinner. So, and I use real butter. And there's a difference in the way that I use my butter with my cake mix. I do not slice my butter and lay it on top. I'm too OCD for that. I like to take my butter and melt it, put what cake mix I plan to use in the butter, and then we have, you know, like a dry mix. It'll be like crumbs, and then I put those buttery crumbs on top. So that's the way I do it. And I'm not using a yellow cake mix, which I often do. I'm going to use this perfectly spiced cake, and the reason for that, I thought, well, I was going to use it in the fall, but this has got all the spices you want in your peach cobbler. It's got the cinnamon, the nutmeg, it's got all good kind of stuff. So that'll smell good while it's baking too. So will this Italian dish over here. And that's my plans for a meal today. So I hadn't eaten yet today, and I decided I'd better have something before I try to wolf down that horse pill. So this is just 000 Oikos blueberry strawberry, and I put about a 1/4 cup of actual blueberries in there because I like it that way. Okay. I have that Italian pork already open, but I'm going to put that in after I have done up all the bacon. I'll take most of the fat out. I'll leave just a tiny bit, and any of the crispy bits that might, you know, stay behind. Got the bacon going here, and I've got a dish ready to put it in to drain the oil. I got the bacon done, and it's draining on a paper towel here, and I drained my grease with one of these. It's okay. So there wasn't a lot, but there was more than I wanted to go in after with a paper towel, and I didn't want to sacrifice the bits. See those bits? Those are flavor. I'm going to leave those in there, and if I went in with paper towel, I would have taken the bits with me. Now goes the turkey. That is not turkey, Kendra. Pork, the other white meat. Potatoes are washed, and I think I'm going to cut these up even smaller than quartered. I'm going to probably eighth them, if that's a thing. E-I-T-H, eighth. There's the potatoes, and they're all done, so I'm going to go ahead and, I washed them before I cut them and after, so I'm going to put them over here and have them ready. Turkey's on. Why do I, you know, I think it's because I've been using more turkey than ground beef. Everything to me is now going to be turkey for a while. I am going to finish cooking the Italian pork sausage and then drain that fat off. The pork is done, and I'm going to put the broth in here now. There's hardly any grease in that. I mean, well, I think I will put a little bit of a paper towel over here and tip it and see what I can get. Yeah, I got some out. So I turn the heat up just a little bit over here so I can get it good and hot. And anything that's left on the sides, I can then deglaze off the pan. Then I'm going to put in the potatoes, but I'm going to turn off the fire until it's time for them to be home to have dinner. Because it's now only 11:10 a.m., but this will be done, and that's good. And I'm going to bathe that dog next. What fun. Right, potatoes and sausage and broth are all in, and I'm going to wait to put in the kale because I don't want it to fall apart, but now I have to wash that filthy kale. Took off a bunch of the big stems, and I did leave a little bit of leaves. I might go back for those. I'm going to wash the devil out of these because I could feel on my fingers the dirt when I was picking them off the stems. I don't use the thick stems. I don't know if you all do, but I just like the leaves in ours. So do this, and I'm probably going to do it twice. I'm going to dump the water out. Depending on what it looks like, I may do it more than twice. It's organic, so it doesn't have bug spray on it, we hope, but it does have plenty of dirt and possibly critters. I don't know. Just a little bit of, discolor in the water. I thought it would be really bad, but it wasn't. And I double washed it, and then I'm going to take the pieces and make them suitable for those who don't want big pieces of kale. They want the kale to fit on their spoons. Okay, my prince. So I'm just chopping up with my tearing. I'm not chopping. I'm tearing the leaves with my hands and making them small enough. But it came to me that I didn't mention this, and it was so good yesterday. I just enjoyed this movie so much. It was on Netflix. So if you're able to stream Netflix and you haven't seen it, you might think it's a good watch. It is set surrounding women and their relationships with their men in their lives, and whether they be sons or husbands or boyfriends or whatever. And it's steeped in Catholicism, yes. And it's set in Ireland, like I said, in the 60s. And all of these women are connected in a way in this, like village in Ireland. It is so good. I cried, a good kind of cry though, at the end. Oh, such a good movie. And it's called The Miracle Club. Like a miracle, The Miracle Club. And I think that most people would enjoy it. I think it might be suitable for kids. I mean, I don't think a kid would sit through it because it's, like I said, it's women-centered, about women. Women will get it, but kids probably won't. So, that's my movie review of the week. How about them apples? Well, I made a mistake. I said it was on Netflix, but I watched it on... I've already forgotten. I think it was Prime. You can just go on your phone and go, which streaming network or whatever it's called, can I watch The Miracle Club? Right, I believe that I have the broccoli torn into pieces that are acceptable. See, I'm just not, I guess it's okay. It's going to have to be. I'll go drop it in there, but I won't turn it on. Drop it into the soup pot, but I won't turn it on so it doesn't get overly done. Well, I started to film my lunch. I am having... It started out as avocado toast, with avocado mashed up, and then I've got the everything bagel seasoning on it. But then I thought, well, I had these leftover tomatoes, and that's really good that way. So that's my lunch, and I'm still working on the same coffee. After I eat lunch, I have got to give Joy a BATH. She's on to me, and she's hiding. All right, so the potatoes and the kale and everything but the garlic that I just remembered are in, and I just added the half and half, and forgot a wooden spoon. Nope, there it is. My wooden spoon was missing. So, this is all ready. As soon as I throw a little garlic in, it'll be perfect. Now I'm on to the dump cake. All right, I put a little softened butter along the edges, and I dumped 1 can of peach. It's my ice maker having a fit. 1 can of Simply Pie Filling and Topping Peach. So that's in there. Now I'm going to do the part where I've got half a stick of melted butter here. It started to stiffen back up. And I'm going to put just enough until I think I have enough of this spice cake. You know, it says here it's got cinnamon, nutmeg, and allspice, and I think all of those would be delicious in peach dump cake. So here we go. So here's what it looks like, and here's what it looks like as I'm putting it in, and I'll show you when it's done. That's what it looks like, and I'm going to put it in a 375-degree oven, and when it comes out, I'm going to either top it with homemade whipped cream or vanilla ice cream. I have both. Well, it's about 3 minutes until 5 o'clock, and I'm the only one here. So I'm going to go ahead and eat at 5 o'clock. This smells amazing when you use spice cake mix. Peach cobbler should only be made with spice cake mix if you're dump cake in it. That's how I think anyway. You got to try it. It just smells incredible. I'm going to eat mine plain. I've got Texas toast, which I put in my toaster oven. And this is done. It's a beautiful thing. I got to put my camera down in order to do this. There we have it. It looks delicious to me, and I'm going to get in on this. Get myself some iced tea so I can stay awake. I got up at like, I don't know, before 5. Anyway, if you got through this whole video and you would like to subscribe, I would love to have you as a new friend and subscriber. And if you aren't new, thank you for watching, everybody. Those of you that are longtime subscribers and friends, I sure appreciate you. I will see you tomorrow, and I hope you have a good dinner too. Bye.